Okay, so if you saw my video yesterday where I talked about my anxiety struggle, you saw that I mentioned that there was a transition occurring in my career. Um, and I kind of went into detail. I went into detail originally in the video and then I went and edited it all out. And I realized today that by doing that, I was very disobedient to what God really wanted me to do. God is encouraging me to proclaim my faith and how much I am trusting and depending on Him and how much I have truly surrendered my life to Him. Surrenderance is the key to overcoming certain things in your life. You have to give it to God and trust Him even when you can't see the end. So, in my video yesterday, when I talked about the transition in my career, I kind of jumped around a lot with that, and I did talk about how I had interviewed and been offered a new job position. I have been offered a new job position. However, I have not been given an official contract. For a lot of people, being told that you have it is enough guarantee, but I'm the kind of person where I believe that anything can happen, and I would much rather have a solid guarantee. So, to not have my contract for this new position that I'm going into is a little scary and has kind of caused me some anxiety. In this, God is definitely showing me that I need to have faith. He's increasing my faith because this job that I'm walking into is something that He divinely orchestrated. It's not something that I really sought out. It was something that just kind of came to me and came to me rather quickly. I also received several confirmations from God through scripture. Um, the scripture, Joshua 1:9, that talks about being courageous and knowing that God is always with you wherever you go, is the scripture that I associated with this transition in my life from the very beginning. And it has continued to show up. Monday of last week, I had to report to my current job, and I knew that I would be given my contract for my current job, but I still was a little leery about whether or not I should actually wait for the new contract or just sign the one that was already given to me. Before I left home Monday morning to go to work, I prayed and I said, God, you know exactly what I need to see to know your heart over this situation. You know that I need to see Joshua 1:9, and that will be my confirmation that this is what you're telling me to do. And sure enough, before the day was over, Joshua 1:9 appeared to me in an Instagram post. So I know that is His will for my life, but the anxiety that I know is gone, but it's still coming back, was sitting there saying, you don't have this contract yet. All you have is word of mouth. Sunday, I watched a sermon from Transformation Church called Rip Up the List. Kind of talked about ripping up the expectations that you have for your life and kind of ripping yourself out of your comfort zone and serving the season that you're in. And yesterday, when I was recording that video, I felt God urging me in my spirit to take the contract that I've been given from my other school and rip it. And I picked up the contract and attempted to rip it several times, and my hands just would not move. But today it came back to me, and I realized that I didn't fully do what God asked me to do yesterday. I didn't fully put myself out there with how surrendering to Him is a process of faith and how it is meant to increase your faith. So I have my contract here. And let me preface this by saying that I have no ill feelings towards the district that I'm leaving. I love the district that I was working in. They gave me my very first teaching job, and I've been there for the past 3 years. My decision to move, like I said, has solely been orchestrated by God, and I believe that it is for a purpose that He has for me that I don't even know yet. So here's my contract. Ripping this is deeper than just ripping a sheet of paper and just throwing this job away. Ripping this is symbolic to me of choosing God's will for my life, because holding on to this would be my comfort zone. Signing this and turning it in would be my comfort zone. Going back to where I've been for the past 3 years would be ideal for me. Taking this step, I'm still going into a familiar place, but it's not the same. It's a completely new grade level. I'm going to be a new teacher in a new district at a new school. So it's going to be totally new and scary. So me ripping this up is me saying that I don't need to be in control. I don't need to be in the place where I feel safe, because no matter where I go, God is with me. And I know and believe that. So, ooh, my goodness. This is my control. This is me being in control. This is me choosing. This is me making my own plans and choosing my own steps. And it is done. So I had to come back and do this little clip to add on just to fulfill what God asked me to do, to truly fulfill what He asked me to do, which was share my true testimony, which is that I am truly surrendering, even now, to God in every area, in every aspect of my life. And through that, I am being freed. I am free. I am being freed, and I will forever be free. And I always remember that God is not a respecter of persons. The same thing that He does in my life, or in your neighbor's life, or in the person that you see on TV's life, He can do in your life too. It's just up to you to make the choice to choose His will instead of choosing your own will.